This is how it is straight out of the box, straight out of the bag. And the seat is stashed on top of it like this. Okay? Now, folds out like that. And then there's that goes in one time like that. The thward's tucked in there. And then here we got, boom, 2 folds on there. Okay. It's just like floating on glass. It's amazing. I can paddle with one hand a little bit here to show you guys. What I really need to do is get a GoPro and get like a rack set up on the front of this thing. See if I can do a quick pan around. Hey. Oh, I'm running into the fucking thing. No. Paddling with one hand has a swim bait. And now I'm drifting severely. The wind is going to pick up here. I'm going to pause it. Coming up to the bridge here. It's pretty quiet actually on the underside of it. I'm surprised. .520 bridge. Small watercraft passage. And definitely that. And doesn't look like those guys back there have gotten their start yet. Maybe they are at the end. These guys, when I showed up to survey a launch spot, were setting up their kayaks. And they were not able to figure shit out. And, you know, I walked around for a bit. I came back like 10 minutes later. They're still there trying to set their shit up. I got my kayak set up and off launch before they even figured it out. And this is my first time out here. Wow, look at that. People way down there, huh? Damn, you don't want that to fucking drop on you, whatever the fuck that is. Now we're getting some noise from the bridge. Paddling with one hand is actually possible. Man, this is so much fun, dude. Like, I know it's like the first time I've been out here, but holy shit. Putting this kayak in and like launching off in that glassy, like beautiful marshland thing. Fucking crazy, dude. All right, I don't know where I'm gonna go from here. Oh, I think I should go out towards the island, the Marsh Island. Where is that at? I think that's on the left. I think it's back out this way. Yeah, we'll go around the left. Yeah, we'll do that. As you can see, I'm paddling with the geese. They don't seem to mind me, a bigger goose brethren. Oh, there's a little passage going through there. I might want to check that out. Most people leave. People are fishing from a boat here. Look at that. Dude, I'm pumped, bro. I'm gonna get out here. I'm gonna do a lot of expeditions with this thing. I'm gonna go to Blake Island. I think that might be the first big adventure with this expedition kayak. I felt a little bit self-conscious taking this thing out on such a small kind of deal because it's a big 13-footer kayak. And, you know, it's 40 pounds, a little bit rough to transport it. So I thought about getting that small little lagoon just for like real small, short trips and just easy to, you know, it's only 20 pounds. You can just carry it on your back like it's nothing. You can go on a hike and drop it in the lake type of deal. I might pick that up too because it's only like a couple $100. And that way, you know, if I have a friend that wants to paddle with me, I can offer, you know, have them take that out with me, or I can take it out on the small adventures and keep this thing for long distance paddles and, you know, expedition adventures. I think I am going to go back around to that little passageway, so I'll go ahead and pause it here. What's up, buddy? Dude, I'm one of them. So let's see how it does out here on the choppy waters where all the boats and the wind. This is about as calm as you're ever gonna get right here. I used to come out here a lot to this Foster Island place. Oh, across the way here is the Center for Urban Horticulture, which is a nice park connected to it, which is basically the same terrain as you see here. I've seen beavers out there. Well, I should say I've seen evidence of beavers out there, but I have seen in person otters and toads, big frogs and shit. It's pretty cool. All right, out here now with all the boats, there's a lot of waves action, choppy waves, a lot of wind out here. All right, guys, we have passed the point here. I don't know if you can see that. And now we're back towards the path. This is the walking path that I was talking about, Foster Island. And there's a nice little lookout tower here. And then we're gonna go down across the water here, and there's a lot of nice spots, little docks along the water. We could even probably get out at one. That'd be kind of cool. Some big choppy waves here, guys. It's like being out in the ocean, which I will be doing in a couple of weeks. I'm gonna bring this thing up to Clallam Bay, my buddy's place, and hopefully I don't get seasick again. It should be manageable, we'll see. This thing is a nice comfort boat though. I mean, it's nice and paddy. The seat's pretty comfortable. But let's talk for a minute about the tracking on this boat. So yeah, it tracks excellent. I mean, it really does. I mean, I don't have the rudder installed yet. I did buy one. But it's just straight out of the box, straight out of the bag, what you get, and it's great. I mean, it tracks excellent. You know, I mean, you know, I don't notice it being any kind of trouble to, you know, making you wobble and turn around. And yeah, I mean, from the reviews, it's supposed to do that. For an inflatable, that is, it's probably up there in terms of some of the best for going straight. And, you know, it seems pretty speedy. I mean, I can't compare it to anything else really besides a hard shell. But, yeah, it's great. Well, I'm gonna get down to that other side of the thing and I'll turn it back on. Yeah, very stable, this thing. But yeah, this is some of the spots I was talking about here on the right. And beautiful dock, just to chill. People on it, of course. The trail through here is pretty marshy. It's pretty boggy. When all the fucking snow melts, the water levels get higher and then the trails get really boggy. It's basically right down there on the water. But yeah, man, I would come out here all the time. But the first time out here being in a boat, it's fucking awesome, dude. It's amazing. Amazing. I don't know if you can see that log back there, but look at those little trees just growing out of that log. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and there's, you can see people walking on the trail straight ahead. right there as well. It just nestled right in there. Beautiful trail, man. A lot of boat traffic today, Sunday. Beautiful Sunday, middle of August. People coming in from Lake Union, that Montlake Cut. You know, you could paddle through that. I could go all the way to, you know, one of these days, I'm gonna need somebody to drop me off somewhere. I'll park my car somewhere, and I'll do a one-way trip. Well, I'm gonna start turning around here, and I gotta go all the way back. A nice little bench there on the trail. This is the start of the trail here, and the Montlake Bridge is just behind those trees. So a lot of people coming in today. I'm gonna take a U-turn here and head back, and I'll take some footage of the last section that I wasn't able to film right when I launched, which is just amazing, in the Arboretum. Guys, I'm gonna check my Google Maps real quick, because you might be able to get back through that way. There's a little passage. I remember seeing people go under that bridge. So I'm gonna check. All right, I don't know if you can or not. Like, I know there's a lot of lily pads and shit, but on Google Maps, it looks like there is water that connects back to Duck Bay. I think that's what it's called. That's where I launched from. So we're gonna give it a shot and see what happens. Well, it says danger construction area. So do not enter area. So I don't think we're gonna be able to go out there today, unfortunately. But you definitely used to be able to go out there. Well, I didn't see any cops, so I said, fuck it. I went through there, and we are in, because I did see other kayakers. Look at this dock, though. This dock is fucking awesome, dude. I would come out here a lot, too. Although it is right next to the bridge, but it's beautiful. It's a beautiful spot. Kind of want to ask these guys if you can get back to Duck Bay from here. Well, I managed to get across this. It's like a little thing with a rope. I just went right over it. So now we are, they said it was a loop, so we're gonna go back towards Duck Bay. Oh yeah, there's another guy out here. Dude, now I can actually see my screen. It looks like we're actually getting some good footage. Recording through my waterproof plastic case. Looks like it's a little out of focus, but gives it a nice effect, I guess. Well, I just saw the gentlemen that were struggling to put together their kayaks out on the water, so it looks like they made it successfully. I'm gonna rest out here underneath this beautiful shade and eat a snack. So hopefully nothing falls on my head. Very peaceful though, extremely calm water. It's just so tranquil, even though the freeway is right here. I just saw a bird jump out in the water, try to catch something. Float plane. So tranquil out here, man. The water, it's like glass. So, I guess this is the loop. Those people looked at me like I was dumb when I asked them if this goes back to Duck Bay. They're like, ducks? Ducks? What about ducks? I'm like, does this go back to the visitor center? And they're like, oh yeah, we do the loop. Like everybody, well, like everybody knows what the loop is, except for me. But now I know. And the loop is cool. It's a cool loop. And I'm paddling with one hand, and it's very chill. Just drifting through the bog, leading the lily pads. Holy shit, dude. Dude, this is a whole nother world. This is gonna open up a whole another world of activities. You know, thinking about where can I get out in the water? What kind of water is this gonna be like? But in terms of like calm water, like this is probably the most of that in this area. I don't know of any other that are at least connected to large bodies of water. Illegitimate? Well, it looks like we have another rope to traverse. But it looks like most people have had no problems traversing these ropes in the past. But I guess this is the area that you're not supposed to be. But many people obviously disregard that. And I am but a follower of rule breakers. Alright, I'm gonna have to pause to do this. Well, we had a couple of options here. There's that way, and then there's this clear path. So I'm gonna go ahead and see where this goes. Yeah, I think it's funny that there's like a ramp that literally just goes into the lake. There's a couple of ramps like that, actually. One of them you can walk up. Years ago, I was out there on a skateboard. Yeah, we'll go ahead and go this way, see where this takes us. Look at that, these lily pads are freaking growing out of the water, bro. Look at that. They're like, we ain't gonna stop where the water is, we're gonna keep going. Okay, so there's a launch here. Interesting. So I might have to come here next time to launch. A lot of launch spots. Wonder where that goes. Probably just dead ends there. Indeed, it continues. And this is the island. There could be uncontacted tribes. Of ducks. Alright. Damn, look at this lily pad population. Really booming. Really booming. This is cool, man. I fucking love this view. Look at that. This is a view you don't get from the trail. Dude, I'm just having such a blast on this thing. I could just sit here all day. Dude, this is fucking badass. Oh yeah, this is the first spot. You could actually launch from underneath there. Yeah, we'll just keep it rolling. I'll just do the one hand. Roll through here with one hand. I'm hitting lily pads now. Yeah, there's quite a loop here, actually. Couple. I mean, the cool thing about this is that you literally can just keep this in your trunk. You know, set it up in 10 minutes or less. Be out there on the water. And it looks like a fucking real kayak. It looks badass. I mean, it doesn't look like a pool toy is what I'm inferring. Look at these dragonflies. Blue dragonflies. Very peaceful. Right, well, we're back. We are back.